Lock and load, we're going in. What's up everyone, this is Alpha Lance with the Leaderboard, and today we've got everything we know about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, including multiplayer, zombies, and its new Battle Royale mode. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is developed by Treyarch, a developer every Call of Duty fan knows and loves. Black Ops 4 is going to be the 7th mainline entry into the Call of Duty universe. In addition to developing the Black Ops series, they're known for Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, Call of Duty 3, and World at War. By the way, it's coming out October 12th. Make sure you've done everything you want to do in World War II because there's a new Call of Duty in town, folks. Although just about everyone knew that a new Black Ops was on the horizon, the game was announced in a pretty strange way. NBA basketball player James Harden was seen wearing what looked like a Black Ops hat. Either that or is a strange orange barcode. Some call it a leak, some call it a deliberate PR stunt. Whatever the case may be, it was confirmed days later that the next Call of Duty would once again be in the Black Ops universe. For good reason too. Black Ops is the longest running Call of Duty series with the release of 4, and you can't deny its popularity. Over 200 million people have played the Black Ops titles. Treyarch once again has a huge task on their hands to innovate with this title but retain that Black Ops experience we know and love. So let's talk about the big changes and inclusions this time around. The one we're most excited about is Blackout. Battle Royale fans rejoice. Blackout is going to be the next big thing. Blackout is the Battle Royale mode for Black Ops 4, and it's coming in a fashion that only Call of Duty can provide. When you think Call of Duty, you think of smaller maps and smaller teams compared to, say, Battlefield. Not this time. Blackout is revolutionizing the way we play Call of Duty. It's going to have the most players in any Call of Duty game ever, going head-to-head, last man standing style of play. Oh yeah, what would any Battle Royale game be without an insanely huge map? It's going to be the biggest map Call of Duty has ever seen. It's not going to be just double the size of a usual map, not triple, not even quadruple. This map is going to be, hear me here, 1,500 times the size of Nuketown. I mean, give it a smaller map, but still, 1,500 times. That's so large we can hardly even imagine it. Activision also made sure to mention that throughout the Battle Royale map, we'll see locations based on old Black Ops maps, including Nuketown and Firing Range. Blackout is also going to pay homage to the Call of Duty Black Ops series as a whole. It's been about 8 years since Black Ops first release, crazy I know, and there have been 4 entries into the series so far. Blackout is going to have tons of characters from the series and even its weapons too. With now 4 Black Ops games, that's going to be a lot of stuff. We're expecting to see everyone's favorite crazy Russian Viktor Reznov, Frank Woods, Mike Harper, and other iconic Black Ops heroes. Since Black Ops has spawned several different eras from Vietnam all the way into the far future, you'll probably find anything from the outdated M16 to the futuristic Kuda. And of course, the way you'll find these weapons is by searching throughout the map. You can't expect to have all the work done for you. It's a battle royale after all. There's going to be different ammo types and equipment too, although they aren't specified yet. Oh, and we can't forget this, Blackout is going to have land, sea, and air vehicles. You'll find helicopters, four-wheelers, and who knows what else, maybe jet skis. Sounds like it's going to be truly insane, and Treyarch's going out of their way to make sure this is going to be the best Call of Duty experience yet. Now, as much as we'd like to talk about single player, we can't. Not in the, we can't talk about it because NDA, but it's not in the game. No, really, there's no campaign this time around. It seems like an odd choice on Treyarch's part, seeing as the Call of Duty series as a whole is celebrated not only for its great multiplayer, but campaigns with awesome set pieces and non-stop action. We aren't too concerned though, since everything else is looking pretty great, but you won't find any campaign this time around. But really what Call of Duty fans stay for is the multiplayer. In addition to the Battle Royale, there is of course traditional multiplayer. This time around, the team size is changing from 6v6 to 5v5, and even though there's no campaign, multiplayer will take place between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, so it's going to be futuristic, just not as futuristic as the previous Black Ops. Returning from Black Ops 3 are specialists. For those of you who don't know, specialists are characters that you can choose from to play that have different special abilities and appearances. In Black Ops 4, specialist weapons and equipment are also going to be unique, so pick your favorite, get out there, and dominate the battlefield. And like Black Ops 3, there's going to be plenty of choices. Let's go over a few people you're going to encounter and play with. There's Ruin, who has a grappling gun and a grav slam ability. The grappling gun is going to be for those who like high mobility and sling in and out of trouble, and this piece of equipment will be useful when used in tandem with the grav slam. It'll make Ruin leap and create a blast radius upon impact that'll decimate foes. Think of all the awesome possibilities that these two abilities can offer. Maybe you're not really the in-your-face kind of person. Maybe you like to use cover. We aren't judging, it's a valid tactic. If you're like this, Torque is going to be the guy for you. He has Razor Wire that will damage and slow anyone that tries to walk over it, and his ability is Barricade. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. He creates some artificial cover that you can hide behind, and it even slows and damages enemies within a certain radius. You don't really want to mess with Torque. The last one we're going to talk about is Sarah. She has attack deploy, and when thrown, it'll act as a temporary spawn point for teammates. It sounds awesome, but we really hope people aren't going to abuse this, because spawn camping would be bad enough as it is. Her special ability is called Annihilator, which is a super-powered revolver with rounds that have increased penetration. As you can see, each specialist is going to be very unique, and there's going to be a lot of them, so get ready to study up on your heroes before you play. And each specialist ability will contribute to the team. Torque's Barrier can be used as a shield when capturing objectives, so thinking as a team rather than a single force is always going to be more rewarding. The game itself is going to be fast-paced but also fluid. Listen, some of you might like wall running and thrust jumps from the previous game, but I'm sorry to break it to you, they won't be found in Black Ops 4. One last thing we should mention, health systems are changing a bit this time around. You are going to regenerate your health automatically, but you also aren't going to have to go and find health pickups like the old days either. You can choose when to regenerate your health, and this ability has a cooldown. It's just some new choices that change up the strategy in Call of Duty, but we think they're for the better. We know there's also an undeniable charm to Call of Duty's iconic zombie modes, so that's what we're going to talk about next. And don't worry, even though there's no campaign, Zombies does have a story. And believe us, the zombie mode in itself has more content than most other Call of Duty games. Fitting, considering it's been 10 years since the mode's birth when Treyarch debuted it in World at War. Zombie mode is usually the peak of ridiculousness, we'll admit that, but it looks like they've outdone themselves yet again. We fought Nazi zombies. We've even fought zombies on the moon of all places. We've got 3 maps this time around, but we have got to talk about the craziest one yet, 9. In 9, you're going to ancient Rome to fight in a Colosseum. Nope, you won't be fighting lions and other gladiators, you'll be pitted against zombies and other horrifying monstrosities as the crowd roars overhead. Hopefully they're cheering on your success, not your death. Who's to say? Either way, it's a wacky, gory mess. From 9's trailer, it looks like it'll be more melee focused, but there will still be guns available on the map. One character has a giant axe, while another one has a mace and a shield. We expect each one to play differently, so you'll have to pick and choose your favorite. Ritual sacrifices might be a part of this one too from the looks of the trailer, but I really hope it's not me. The next map is slightly less wacky, but even still it's really hard to top. It's called Voyage of Despair. And where do you think this will take place with a name like that? Maybe on a nice luxury ship out in the ocean, only to be filled with zombies? That's partially correct. You certainly won't expect it to take place on the Titanic, but, well, it does. Your characters try to pull a heist on the Titanic, and let's just say that all hell breaks loose. Almost literally. This is going to tell the story of Titanic according to those insanely creative people at Treyarch. The 4 protagonists of this story are the same as 9, and each one is unique like the specialists in multiplayer. And for those fans of Mob of Dead, the story will continue in the 3rd zombie map, Blood of the Dead. Expect to see Black Ops 3's Primus crew as they visit Alcatraz. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is shaping up to be a huge game, despite the lack of single player. And with this much content, we don't know what we're going to play first. All these modes sound pretty awesome. And of course, you'll expect to find Call of Duty on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. The PC version isn't going to be an afterthought either. According to Activision, the game has the biggest dedication to the PC version of any Call of Duty ever. That means it's going to have an uncapped frame rate, 4K resolution, and HDR. This is going to look even better for PC players according to Treyarch and Activision. And for the first time ever, you'll be able to play Call of Duty on Blizzard's Battle.net launcher. Save up those WoW tokens because this is going to take a few. Also for those PlayStation players out there, if you pre-order the game on the PlayStation Store, you'll also get a nice added bonus. You get not 1, not 2, but 4 different maps to play exclusively to PlayStation. You'll get to play some Black Ops fan favorites, Jungle, Summit, Slums, and Firing Range. And if that's not an incentive to get it on the PlayStation Store, I don't know what is. Be sure to grab that Season Pass if you can't get enough of Call of Duty. It's going to have a brand new zombie map at launch called Classified. It's set at the Pentagon and is a prequel to Black Ops 1's Map 5. You'll follow the original zombie crew from Black Ops Ultimus as they discover how the Pentagon got infested with zombies in the first place. And even after that, there's going to be 4 more zombie experiences, 12 multiplayer maps, and 4 Blackout characters. Talk about bang for your buck. That's a lot of stuff. The tagline for Black Ops 4 is "Forget what you know," and we're certainly expecting a few exciting surprises when the game finally releases on October 12th of 2018. And that's all, folks. I'm Alpha Lance with the Leaderboard, and thanks for watching 50 facts about Black Ops 4 you should know. Which game mode are you most excited for? Which game mode are you most excited for? And if it's zombies, which mode do you want to play first? Comment and let us know below, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be part of our notification squad. And if you like getting more from your games, subscribe to the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.